Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these adorable little corn dog charms out of polymer clay. So keep watching to learn how to make these. Okay, so the materials you will need are here. And you're going to start with your tan ball of clay and roll it out into a log and make sure you round the edges. And this is going to be the corn dog. And then you're going to take some sandpaper and just rub that all over your tan clay, and it should give it some texture. So it actually looks like a corn dog, like it's been fried. And make sure you get all the sides of the corn dog. And if some of the sandpaper comes off, like the grip part, it's fine because you can take that off after you bake it. And then you're going to need some pastels, and I'm using the middle tone pastel I have there first all over the corn dog, and then I'm going to use the darker brown, and it also has a reddish tint to it, and I really like this pastel shading technique. And if yours does get a bit dark, don't worry about it, because usually when it, like after you bake it, it lightens up some. So make sure you do cover the whole thing. And then you're done with that. So that's what your corn dog should look like now. And then we're going to make the little dog ears out of some light brown clay. And make them into sort of like a cone and then flatten them down. And then take your sandpaper again and texture them. And then obviously take your blade and take them off your work area, and we're going to place them on the corn dog. But before we do that, you need to take some TLS and place it where you're going to put the ears, so the ears are more secure and do not fall off, because they do stick out a bit from the charm. And do make sure you press down a lot, because like I said, you don't want them to fall off, because then it wouldn't really be a corn dog anymore, and that wouldn't be a good looking charm. And then kind of like lift the ears up some on the bottom so they look like dog ears. And now you're going to take the white clay and roll it into a snake, and this is going to be the stick. And place that aside, because now we're going to work with the red clay, and you should always work with white before you use red, because red does stain, or any light colors before red. And roll that out, and you're going to cut out a very long rectangle. And this is going to be the dog collar. And then you're just going to place that on the corn dog. And I guess for like real life, this could be ketchup. And obviously cut off the excess. And blend in the seam a bit. And that's what it should look like so far. Wipe off your area, because again, the red does stain. And then you're going to take your white snake again and cut off a piece for the little stick. And then take a dotting tool, or you could use a toothpick, and put a little hole in your corn dog. And then take some liquid Fimo or TLS and make a little dot there and place on the stick. And you're going to have to do some adjusting so the stick does stay up on the corn dog. Just take a tool and sort of blend it in some. And like I said, I do have some trouble with this, and I also added a little eye pin. So now you're going to take a dotting tool and put a little hole for your dog's mouth, and then take some black TLS mixture, which is just clay and TLS, and make the little eyes and nose. And that's about it. So bake for 20 minutes at 275 degrees, and your charm should be ready for glazing. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And this tutorial was requested by tons of people, so I'll put the names here and request more tutorials down below. Bye!